Hey guys, it is Andy here. I'm wondering how you guys are doing today. For me it's actually really hot up here considering that it just snowed yesterday. My bedroom is super warm. But now that I say that, I've actually just begun to think about the fact that I have a heater switch in my bedroom to personally control it. So this is Stardew Valley, as you can see. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's like a combination between Harvest Moon and Minecraft and kind of like Terraria as far as graphics go, and it's actually a really in-depth game. So I started a new game just to kind of show you guys like what it looks like. So I have made some progress here. So I already do have some chickens and some farms, and I'm already into summer. And so I'm a little bit farther than where you initially start off, and I tried recording it from the beginning, but my iMovie wasn't working because I had to update my system and then update my iMovie, so I wasn't able to save it. I also had a ton of space on my computer that was taking up way too much space, so I had to go through all that too. It just was a big, fat disaster. So, there's actually a lot to this game. Like it goes very, very, very deep. And I was playing earlier, and I was playing a different file that I had one that I'm about 2 years ahead, and I realized like, my gosh, like this goes really deep, and you think like, oh man, there's nothing left for me to do in the game. You're wrong. There's always something left for you to do in the game. And I was actually reading an interview from the creator, and there's like this howling sound when it rains, which you guys aren't able to hear, unfortunately, because I don't know how to merge two clips of audio, and the recording software that I use was just like I don't know what it's called, but it's the one that comes with the MacBook, and it doesn't record sound at the same time that it records video, but it's okay because you'll be able to hear me better anyway. And it does actually have a really nice soundtrack, but it just sounds like Harvest Moon music. If you ever played that, it's quite nice. Anyway, yeah, so the creator was saying that there's a secret in the game that nobody has figured out yet, and I am like determined to figure it out. I would really like to know what it is. Uh, I think that it might have something to do with maybe your grandfather, or like, I don't know, because apparently it's not really crucial to the storyline at all. It's just kind of an Easter egg, but I really want to crack that egg and figure out what it is. Um, so I've already made a little bit away with the Juminos. I never remember what they're called, so let's just call them the Jujubes because they look like little Jujubes. So that's what I'm gonna call them. But I think they're called Juminos, but I don't want to be wrong. Anyway, so when you play this game, there's the community center, and there's two ways that, so there's a lot of things in this game that you don't have access to when you first start. Like there's, I don't want to spoil it, but there's like parts on the map, more on the right side, that are just question marks, and you're like, well, how do I unlock these? Well, the way that you unlock them is you either can go to the Joja Mart, and you can get a membership, and then you unlock everything, and then you just buy, um, like if you want to have access, like if you want the minecarts to work, you just buy it. And it is a little bit easier, but you also miss out on some opportunities with buying the Joja Mart, and I've also never actually played through to get the community center unlocked, and now that I've played the game a couple times, I feel like I can do it pretty easily. And actually in the game I was playing earlier, I just got the key to the sewer from Gunther, and I'm not going to get into that because there's so much, and it goes so deep. So what did I name my cow here? I think I named it Quasimodo. See, I'm mad about this because at the time I couldn't think to name it Quasimodo, like Mudo, like a cow. And so I like to have like these animals that have like relatively normal names, and like one animal that has like a really hardcore like name. So I believe I named my cow Beans, and then the other one was called Quasimodo, which I totally should have known to name Quasimodo, but I didn't. And I was I was playing through later, and I'm like, oh man, why did I forget that? So what am I up to here? I'm just gonna say hi to my chickens. What did I name? Oh yeah. So one of my chickens' name is Young Killa, and I think the other one's name is Beatrice. Oh, look how cute it is! Look how cute the tiny little chick is. I love it. The animals in this game are so cute. Look at my cows. They're just babies. You go in there, feed them, milk them. Well, I can't milk them because they're only a month old. Then they're old enough, and you're like, yeah, milk. I also got an upgrade on my house in a different file. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about was the jujubes, because I completely lost track of what I was saying. So the jujubes, they are in the community center, and there's different ways to unlock them. So each kind of room unlocks a specific thing, and every time you unlock, so there's a room, and then there's like a bunch of different like categories to unlock that room, we'll say. So for each category that you beat, like summer harvest, you get a gift, and I like that. That's probably like my favorite thing because it's like, oh, it's like a nice little surprise you get, you know. So I think that's what I was working on here because I don't think I have my blueberries yet. Was the summer harvest. So to get the mine carts, you mostly need you can do the one, there's like 3 different categories, and one of them is an explorer, so you can use like 99 slime and like 10 bat wings, which is like so easy to get the bat wings. The slime is a little more difficult, I find, because I don't like to fight with the monsters. I usually just try and get to the bottom of the mine as quick as possible, which I'm noticing now kind of backfires on me. So I don't know, I'm probably going to start taking my time with that because I wind up missing out on tons of minerals. And I'm going to have to organize my chest soon, but as you can see, I only have 42 wood because I just built a barn. So I think that's something that I'm going to work on soon. Yeah, and as for why I have broken glasses and trash in my inventory, because I was waiting to make a recycling machine, which I hadn't made yet, which actually makes some pretty cool stuff. Like you think, oh, you know, it just makes trash. Well, it makes some pretty cool stuff. I think I got a bar of refined quartz, which was pretty cool because I don't take the time to do that, you know. So yeah, so there's like the fish tank, which you gotta get like different fish, which is what I was working on when I was doing this playthrough right here. And then there's the greenhouse, which is mostly like all your farm products, like your summer, spring, autumn, winter, and then your animal product bundle and your quality bundle. So the quality bundle, I think, is the thing I'm gonna have the most amount of difficulty doing. And the bridge repair is relatively easy. It's just you need 5 things. And the ones I found that were easiest to find were the morels, the red mushrooms, purple mushrooms, maple syrup, pine tar, and the common mushrooms. But I also got the mushroom grower installed in my cave instead of the fruit bats. Let's see what I'm doing here. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I also decided, I hadn't decided right then, but I decided later that I was going to date Emily because she has my name and like I haven't dated her yet. Like I've dated Leah and Shane. So I'm like, oh man, I want to see what it's like when I marry Emily because she like makes clothes and stuff. So I figured that would be kind of cool. So here I am going up to the mine. Took the long way for whatever reason. I went all the way through town. Linus is probably like one of my favorite characters in the game because he's just so chill. I always give him food because like, you know, it's not nice that he's like rummaging through trash bins. So I see him, I'm like, oh, and then he just like appreciates it, and I just kind of connect with him because he's like, you know, this vagabond and he's living out in the woods and he's just chilling in a tent. Like I could do that. I wouldn't eat out of people's trash bins, but I could live in a tent and like hunt. And not that I don't really like killing things, so I wouldn't want to hunt, but I could fish because I'm very accustomed to fishing. Fishing doesn't bother me nearly as much as hunting does. Oh yeah, so this there are some of the specialty fish are down here. I believe I caught a ghost fish. Um, I'll have to recast my line, of course. How long did I fight with this thing for? Oh, fishing I always had the most difficult time with. Yeah, that is a ghost fish. So that's one of the legendary fish. Or not the legendary, but the specialty fish. So I gave that to the community center shortly after catching it. So I do have a couple more plans. I know I still have to finish the Sim Legacy Challenge, but I'm so sick of playing it. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little bit tired of playing The Sims because, you know, it's one of those games that you play for like 2 weeks nonstop, and then you're like done for a little while. And I still have a bunch of videos to caption. So probably the next video I'm going to release is going to be another Stardew Valley video. And then after that, it'll be another The Sims video. And then hopefully I can do one, you know, with my face involved. And I would love to do one like with sign language and everything. But I, unfortunately, I'm just not up to par. Like I tried to film one and I'm like, boy, because it's hard to sign and speak at the same time, especially to sign in a way that's grammatically correct, because American Sign Language is like French, where I kind of think of it like it's Yoda, and you have to kind of communicate like you're Yoda, because the first word that you say is the most important word. So if you're like, how old are you? You would say age, you, how old. So you can't say that and sign it. I'm still trying to learn the language, and I can't. I can barely speak and sign, let alone speak and translate the grammar. Like, so it's not pretty when I try and do it. Like, I can do it, and I really do enjoy doing it, but it'll be much more satisfying for me to be able to speak it once I have a full grasp of the language. Those bugs, like, they're a pain in the butt, I find. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what does that mean? I'm just kidding, I know what that means. I played through this. I'm gonna get, like, swarmed by bugs. How does this play out for me? Do I go home? I think I go home, because I'm like, oh, I can't handle it. It's just, I have a nice sword here. Like, I have the second to, ooh. Do I defeat them? Or do I get defeated by them? Ooh. The suspense is killing me, really. I can't remember. Oh, I think I kill them. Or knock them out. I don't know. Oh yeah, I defeated them. Yay, me! I did it! Oh man, I am such a geek. Some of my friends are watching these videos right now, and one person in particular, I'm super embarrassed to show them this video, so I hope that they got a pretty good kick out of it, because I know I am such a dweeb. But honestly, like, this is something I really enjoy doing, so I just, you know, really want to make sure that I do it well. So I try and keep my videos not too long, but I did have a lot I wanted to talk about in this video. I want to give a shout out to the Stardew Valley wiki page, because man, have they ever helped me. I would not have advanced as quickly as I did without them, and I would not, like, I use that like religiously, because I'm like, oh man, how deep in the mine do I have to go to find diamonds? Oh man, what is Emily like? Oh man, where is she? Like, God, it's weird saying my own name, like, in third person. But I don't know, it's like, it's honestly like the Bible of this game. It's amazing. So, 100% if you're playing this game and you need, like, any information, you literally just look up, like, Stardew Valley Wiki, and it's like, the website is, like, blue, and it's amazing. It's like, it's a heaven sent for people who aren't good at video games like me. Like, I love playing video games, but I'm not good, and I've never been good, even when I was a kid and I was playing Halo. But with that, I am running out of time here, so I just wanted to thank you all very much for watching my videos and supporting me. I really appreciate it, and I love it when you guys leave comments, so I can see what needs to be improved or what you guys want done next. And if you want to keep seeing some more from me, just hit that subscribe button, and have yourselves a good night.